Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm blessed to live on a ranch with my family and write about the things that inspire me. But this show is about you. It's about us. It's about what we live for. Tradition, faith, family, freedom, and music. We live to prove that each life has a purpose and each life has a song. Join me as I team up with songwriters from across the country to hear your stories and turn them into the beautiful melodies that they are, here on LifeSong. Here at LifeSong, we take people's inspirational stories and turn them into songs. Today's episode starts here in Heber, Arizona. Well, I'll be honored to be joined by singer-songwriter J Michael Harter, and we will be excited to learn the story of horse trainer extraordinaire Wylene Wilson Davis. J Michael is a Tempe, Arizona native who is living and working in Nashville as a country music artist and songwriter. He has 7 charting country music singles and had one song make its way to number 5 on the Country Dance Club chart. He also published the song Save Water, Drink Beer on Chris Young's gold record, Neon.
When I first heard about the show, about the concept, I thought, what a cool idea. I was really excited to be a part of it.
You guys made it!
Yeah, we made it. Down the dirt,
Awesome.
in the mud.
Shortly after J Michael's arrival, we prepped for our chance to sit down with Wylene Wilson Davis. Wylene is a 3-time Mustang Makeover champion and has been featured in the Mustang Millionaire television series and the award-winning film Wild Horse, Wild Ride. She specializes in hard-to-manage horses and instilling confidence in all levels of horsemanship at various clinics across the country.
When Kelsey had asked me to be part of the show, the concept alone to me was very intriguing, and so it was exciting to be able to be part of something just so new and fun.
Wow.
Thank you so much for coming.
Hey.
You rode all the way here from Oklahoma?
Yeah!
After a quick introduction, we went inside for our chance to interview Wylene to get inspiration for the song we are going to write about her. Well, Wylene, we're so honored to have you here with us. And here at LifeSong, we like to acknowledge inspirational people. And that's why we wanted to have you here with us today. You're a very inspirational person. And my co-interviewer over here, Michael Harter, he is going to be taking notes, right? You got your notepad?
Mental until if I don't think I can remember it, I'll write it down.
And so he'll be
Waiting for you to say the title of this song. So I'm just going to pay attention.
Okay.
So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
I'm ready.
Okay, I first want to ask you, paint us a vivid picture of your childhood. What were you like as a little girl? What did you like to do? You're giggling already.
Yeah, I'm just giggling because I was definitely a tomboy. I have 3 older brothers, so I was basically like a boy, I think. I didn't know anything about hair and makeup until later, way later.
Until you had to get on camera.
Today. Pretty much. How do you do your hair? I don't know. But I grew up and I was always outside. And thank goodness my parents, they were such wonderful parents. My parents never allowed us to make excuses. They didn't want to hear, I can't do it. They were like, well, guess what? You're doing it. And so even growing up riding horses, when every other parent was on the sidelines, like gripping and going, no, my child's going too fast. My mom's like, faster, hurry, faster, more, go, go, go. And so we grew up, like I said, never hearing the word no. It was always yes.
Listening to her stories was really cool. I've never written a song that way. It was like becoming somebody else for a day.
Who was your childhood hero?
Wow, I mean, as a child, I wouldn't have said this, but now looking back as an adult, it was my grandmother. She was just a go-getter and just so driven, and she was someone to be feared in a lot of ways, you know. Anytime we saw her, she's like, are you working? Do you not have a rake in your hand? Go get a hoe and get out to the garden and pull those weeds, or, you know, like, so we would hide as children. Yeah. We would hide, you know, because she was tough, but she could cook an amazing meal. Like, she was just good at everything, and so as an adult now, looking back, I wish that I could be more like her.
I'm hearing her talking about her grandma, and it's seeming to me that that's very important to her.
So you're known in the equine industry for being fearless with horses. When did you first realize that you had a gift with training and riding horses?
That's a funny story. When I was 6.
Okay.
And
Pretty young.
pretty young. We had a little pony. His name was Cobra. He had that name for a reason. So we get him, and I remember my mom saying, "Do you want to run him this weekend at the rodeo?" And this was on a Wednesday, and I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to ride that crazy horse. He's too fast. So my mom says, well, if I could show you how to stop him, would you be interested? And so she taught me how to do the basic handle, which is what she taught me all the way up until basically now. It's what I teach. And it was how to be able to control his feet when he got going faster than I want, was to be able to put a stop to that. So she taught me the up the mane, down the rein cue. And all we had was a chain link fence in our backyard. And I just went out and I practiced, and this horse would take off with me, literally take off with me. And she's like, up his mane, down his rein, up the mane, down the rein. And so I would practice.
What exactly is that?
So it's a cue that you teach the horse. So when they go to take off, you actually allow them to take off, and then your hands drop on the horse's neck, and you run your hand up the mane, and then slide your hand and pull them into the fence. So you're cueing them that there's a change coming. Like, hey, by the way, could you slow down for me?
Up the mane, down the rein.
So here I was, 6 years old, and a couple days go by. On Friday, she comes outside, and there I am running this pony wide open, and I'm going up his mane, and he's going, boom, turn, turn, you know, and she said, and it gives me goosebumps to tell you this, but she said that was the day that I realized there was no horse that could run as fast as Wylene could ride.
Faster than you can ride. That's it. That's the title. Has to be. Perfect.
That is an amazing story. I love that.
Yeah, Cobra was
Cobra.
cool. Cobra.
Cobra.
I think I have a couple pictures of him, and I mean, most of the time I'm like this, you know, going around the barrel, because he was so fast. Man, he was fast.
That's cool.
As the interview continued, we began to talk about Wylene's extensive work with the American Mustang.
Mustangs absolutely changed my life 100%. I wouldn't be sitting on this couch. I wouldn't have been married to the man of my dreams. I wouldn't have an amazing life that I have without the Mustangs, because they allowed me to use my ability to give them their ability, and I gave them a voice, and that's something that they did not have before.
I've never met someone like this before in my life. Like, this woman is incredible. She breaks these wild animals that are 2,000 pounds. This is strange to me, but it's very cool.
Okay, which of your accomplishments outside of the cowgirl world are you the most proud of?
Being a mom, I think, and being a wife. You know, those two things for sure. And we talked about my mother, like how she taught me, my grandmother, just being able to pass along those traditions and things. I come from a very powerful line of women, I think, and my daughter is just as strong and wild and crazy as I am. And it's just being able to direct that energy. Being a mom is probably one of the most powerful jobs in the world, I would say.
Hearing her talk about her daughter really hit home with me, because I just had a little girl. So everything changes in your perspective on the world when you bring a child into the world.
Okay, what does it mean to you to be a cowgirl, Wylene?
Ooh, that's a good question. Many times I've been asked, like, oh, is that a costume? I'm like, oh yeah, it's a costume, people. No, it's who I am. It's a lifestyle. It's living your life every day, working hard, and I find too, just being like individual and being unique in your own way. I tell people, in a world where you could be anything, why not be yourself? Why not be yourself?
It's awesome.
My wheels are turning over here.
Yeah, well, you know, where you could be anything. Just be who you are, because I don't put on a cowboy hat and a pair of boots because I want to be someone. I want to be Wylene. I want to be her. And so that's just who I am.
There's definitely going to be plenty to write about with Wylene's stories.
Well, I can see that for what I know about you and what I've experienced even in this interview, and you are inspiring, and I'm so grateful that you were able to share your life story with us here at LifeSong, and something that was impressed upon me, I don't know about you, Michael, but real, that was one of the words that I have kind of felt driven to me through all the things that you said. And
Unless you're lying.
I'm a really good liar. I've always said it's reality writing. It's not sugar-coated. I'm not going to tell you something. I'm not going to try to sell you something. I'm just going to tell you like it is, because people love honesty.
After we finished the interview, we got in a quick stretch break, line dancing to one of J Michael's songs.
Holy cow, girl, where you been all my life? Holy cow, girl, you're doing everything right, rocking them jeans.
But before watching Wylene work her magic with the horse, we wanted to play a little joke on Michael.
Come on, buddy. Hey, don't bite me. Hey, is this the only horse y'all have left?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Come on, Michael.
I think I'll just let him go with you. Go ahead, Whitley. Go on, buddy. Go get him.
When we started the horse race, Michael turned Whitley loose and Whitley took off after us, running and bucking. Too bad Michael wasn't on him. That would have been really good footage.
Today, I want to lay this horse down because I know the horse needs it, because it does teach a lot, and it does teach patience, respect, and trust. So there's a lot of ways to lay a horse down. I prefer not to have a halter on him because I want them to have their freedom. So he has two choices. He either can go, I'm stuck, I'm trapped, and drop his head and lower, or he can rear and run away because he's going to feel that pressure. He's going to feel trapped. So it'll just be interesting to see us. When you put a horse in a pressured situation, it's really amazing to watch where their mind goes and where their body goes. And remember, this is a lie detector test to me because he's showing me all of his strength and his weaknesses. I'll ask. I'm just looking for him to step back and drop his head. So watch his head. Looking for his head. I'm still pulling my rope. Good, better. Just don't run away, just wait. See his head go up? See, there's his, he's got moves. For Skip, it's evident that he panicked and that he's having a hard time handling that. And that's something I need to see, because if I was then going to train this horse in the future and continue to ride him, I would know that that panic button was there. So I'll ask him again, hey, do you mind, could you soften? Because he's getting real rigid. So watch his head. Good, better.
There you go.
Better, see? So now we're teaching. So I'm not trying to torture him, trying to teach him. See him lick his lips? It's like he's licking his brain. He's starting to think, wait a second, she's not so bad. As every horse, they do struggle. But what is really neat to see is when they actually let things go and they realize they're not in control, but they're also not being hurt. That's the key. And once Skip realized that, everything changes. Good boy. Let it go. And then it's just staying there. Good, okay, perfect. Watch his tail right here. Now from here is the most important part. Boy. Good job, buddy. Now I'm gonna climb up here on him. What? Just waiting for the eyes to soften, and then the breathing's gonna change. And the reason I lay on top of him is for him to feel me up here as not a threat, and also for me to feel the change in the breath. For Skip, when that change happens, there's just a different look in his eye. And that's what I'm going for, is for him to realize I'm not the bad guy. I'm actually trying to help him. And therefore, that can then help whoever's going to ride him, handle him. So, like I said before, he needs to know my hands are not, they're not a weapon.
Watching Wylene with this horse, it was obviously being a sort of an ornery turd, very stubborn. Watching her lay this horse on the ground was absolutely incredible, like watching magic.
Wylene, thank you again for being here and sharing with us your inspirational story. That's what this LifeSong is all about. And Michael, you ready to get this song started? You got any ideas?
I'm gonna give it my best shot. I got some ideas.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Now starts the songwriting process. I caught up with Michael the next day at Coles Ranch, Arizona, so that we could finish up the song and play it for Wylene before she flies back to her home in Oklahoma.
I think it's very important that we're writing this song where we're writing it. I grew up right down the street and fished in this fishing hole and swam in this fishing hole my whole life. I think that's part of the reason why it's working. It's an inspirational place. I draw inspiration from the outdoors and my memories, and so I'm glad that Kelsey let us do the writing part here.
By the time Michael and I met up at Cole's Ranch, we had already been discussing the concept of the song and bouncing ideas back and forth by text and telephone calls, and just kind of writing our notes. So when we came together, we had a direction that we wanted to go with it, but it was just a start, so there was a lot of work to be done.
I want to put this melody down
Yeah.
for sure. That's such a cool, like, it has like this old Western.
Yeah, it does.
Da 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 da. Super cool. This is tough, writing a song that's not about me. It's about somebody else's life. This is a challenge.
As Michael and I start the songwriting process, I realized that we have really different songwriting styles, and it was really interesting to me to notate his, which was really laid back, and he really didn't follow any rules. And you know, I'd say, do we have to rhyme here, or do we have to follow a certain structure? And he would say, no, we just go with the flow, and we don't schedule inspiration, it just comes in the moment. And so I really liked that and respected that about his songwriting style, that you go more off of the inspiration in the moment and the material that you have, rather than the rule book of songwriting.
God gave you.
Okay, I'm gonna get in a little zone, hold on.
So don't you ever.
I'm going through the alphabet here, hold on.
Don't start with X. That's a hard one.
Okay, yeah, I skipped that one.
I'm totally under pressure right now. I'm thinking I have 4 hours to write this song with Kelsey, and I'm just hoping that it's going to happen. You just never know. You can't schedule inspiration, so. Yeah, that's the idea.
Closer, I'm just gonna write it down so we don't forget.
There's nothing you can't do. That, I mean, you could do the ooh rhyme and rhyme it that way with gave you and do.
In writing a song, there's always a moment that's like the breakthrough moment. And so shortly after that, as we're kind of comparing our different techniques, he plays some chords, and we just both realized that that's where we want to go with this song, and that's the chords, that's the sound that we want. And we both knew it as soon as we heard the chords, and so that was our breakthrough moment. And from there, everything just kind of came together. And just like Michael said, you can't schedule inspiration, but it came.
It's such a relief knowing we have something to roll with here. We've got an idea, now we got a direction.
And then we looked at the clock and realized that our 24 hours was up, and we only used 1 hour of it, and it is time to get back up there and play this song for Wylene.
Let's go. Let's finish this thing.
He's not done yet.
We were just in the moment, and I'll tell you, there was a moment there. It was the three of us, and we were just relishing in her story and this amazing experience between the three of us and this music and this song. And we didn't even realize that production wasn't quite ready. I jumped the gun, and we started singing that song. So this is the first time we are singing this song together, and the vocal performance a little rough, and we were still working out the kinks for the lyrics. In the end, that didn't matter. It was all about focusing on Wylene's story, and that's what we did.
Baby, you got this. Right, baby, right. Baby, you got this. Feelings only in your mind. Everything you need, God gave you. There's no force.
To just sit back and to allow someone to tell your story was priceless.
Oh, how much time remains till I hand her the rose and say, baby, you got this. My baby, you got this.
I'm having a hard time keeping it together, playing and trying to sing along a little bit, watching her break down. She doesn't seem like the type of woman that would break down. We did something really cool here.
Oh, it must be a good one.
I'm just thinking about Wylene.
Oh, that was so good.
We're almost done with it.
I know, but you know what? I don't cry. I got the iron eye, and that disappeared.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it.
So we finished singing and playing this song that we wrote for Wylene, and I am so very grateful that it all came together the way that it did and that we were able to do justice for Wylene's amazing story.
It's so cool. It was just so cool. Number one, to be part of this whole entire journey of life and everything, but to be able to be included and to see that my life really could make a difference. So to hear the words and to put it all together, it was great to feel that and to be emotional about that.
So after we sang this song for Wylene, Michael and I were chatting, and we felt like the song just had to take the next step, and we wanted to record the song Faster Than You Can Ride. What better place to do it than here in Nashville, Tennessee. Michael has arranged for us to start recording the song at Benchmark Studios on Music Row in Nashville, Tennessee. And this is where the song is really starting to come to life.
I'm going to play the scratch track off of my iPhone that we recorded in Arizona that day, and the band leader Ilya is going to chart it out, and you're about to watch magic happen with some of the best musicians Nashville has to offer. That's cool.
I think that would just give it a little motion there.
Yeah,
the melody goes up and the chorus will go down. It'll be cool.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, here we go from the top. Let's make it the kids down a little bit.
It is amazing to be here to witness everything coming together so effortlessly by these talented people. I mean, these musicians, they just heard our rough voice memo from our cell phones without any sheet music, and here they are playing this song perfectly the first time through.
I don't know about the piano, man. Could we go a little bit more soulful? What did you do from the first take, John?
Just B3.
Maybe try more of this song.
Okay.
That's a great tone on that video.
Is that okay?
That sounds great, man.
I'm running through some of the stuff.
I love it, yeah. Whatever you're doing sounds killer.
As soon as we hear the banjo option, we were like, yeah, we've got to have that banjo.
I see a big smile on Kelsey's face. I got a big smile on my face. This is gonna be perfect. I'm excited. So we're done tracking. We're gonna head over to our studio, Pentaveret, and actually my brother, Scott Harter, is going to record Kelsey's vocals. Now here we are doing Kelsey's vocals, making her sing over and over and over and over and over again.
You got that?
Driving her crazy.
Okay. Let's.
And this is Walter,
Let's try that again.
the dog, studio
that
dog.
That whole part again. I think
He's working hard. It's a totally different thing singing live than it is singing in the studio. And my brother's a stickler, but he's really good at getting the best out of you. And I think Kelsey's learning that right now.
Everything.
That might be the
Kelsey, do you have jewelry on your wrists?
Yes, I just took it off. I have
Oh, okay.
a Twinkie bracelet. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I just heard it in the song. I was like, I was trying to figure out how is it possible that I'm hearing Walter's collar.
It sounds
Back your
just
big
like
body
a collar.
up, dude.
See?
Over here. Come on, bub.
Meeting Michael's brother Scott was just an awesome experience because he was just as cool and easygoing and kind and fun as J Michael was, and including their dog that they had there in the studio. We had a great time, and it was an awesome studio, bar none.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Give me one more of those, and then we will pick apart some little pieces, and then you'll be done.
My little girl, sure her mother's daughter. Everything I was taught, that's what I've taught her. And now it's my turn to say,
you got it.
Baby, you got it.
Yeah, that'll work. Let's move on.
I couldn't be happier. This turned out absolutely perfect. I don't think that this show is the end of this song. I think this song has a future in other places. Maybe another artist will pick it up. I don't know. I mean, I could hear Trisha Yearwood singing it or Leanne Womack. It's just a great song. I love it. Very proud of it.
As the sun sets on another day, another lesson's learned, and now it's your turn. From Wylene's LifeSong, we learn to treasure our heritage and pass what's good onto future generations. What will the next adventure bring? Join us here on LifeSong, where your story is music to our ears.
I learned a lot from a horse called Cobra and a pretty little lady that I called Grandma. And that horse was wild, but I was wilder, and I was determined that I was gonna ride her. When Grandma looked at me and said, "Baby, you got this. Ride, baby, ride. Baby, you got this. The fear is only in your mind. Everything you need, God gave you. There's no horse that can run faster than you can ride. There's no horse that can run faster than you can ride."
To hear the full version of Faster Than You Can Ride, check it out on iTunes.